Welcome to Bushwookies, home of the side note. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 3 of the Bushwookies podcast, starring me, Willow, and my co-host Shade.
Hello.
Yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Before we do, however, a bit of housekeeping. We're not going to be able to have the podcast on iTunes much longer.
Oh, really? How come? Oh, it's because the running out of space, isn't it?
Yes, unfortunately, our host has run out of space. So if you would like to help us out in that respect, please drop us a line in the comments. And I'm sure we can, do sponsorship stuff.
Our one follower, if you happen to be somehow able to host us for iTunes, let us know.
Or if you're able to give us money for sponsorship so we can pay for hosting. That's more what I was going for.
Fair enough. Did not catch that.
They just so happen to work for like Buzzsprout or whoever it is that hosts us.
I have no idea. It's all done by you.
Yeah, just like all of our joint efforts.
Hey, I was about to say our Fortnite video, but...
It's going on your channel, so...
This has been amusing me on Twitter for the last, 2 weeks or so. Do you follow Elon Musk on Twitter?
I do not.
Okay, so on January the 27th, Elon Musk tweeted, "Say hello to my little friend," and it was a link to an Instagram post of a flamethrower.
Okay, right.
Right, and on January the 27th, he tweeted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times about the flamethrowers that he's selling.
He's very good at marketing.
Yeah, it's gone from great for roasting nuts to just 2 people sitting there using it, to don't do this, which is basically him being an idiot. He's messing around with a flamethrower and then runs at the cameraman with it. So yeah, it's just been keeping me amused for the last month because he keeps tweeting random stuff like, "When the zombie apocalypse happens, you'll be glad you bought a flamethrower. Works great against hordes of the undead, or your money back."
The problem is it's not really got much of a practical use. It's not as if you're like, "Oh, these bushes need trimming back, but I'm too lazy to get out the chainsaw."
He said that as well. Obviously, a flamethrower is a super terrible idea. Definitely don't buy one. And then his next tweet, "Unless you like fun."
See, I don't know, this is like, it's a very weird marketing tactic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. He's then gone on to say, "The rumour that I'm secretly creating a zombie apocalypse to generate demand for flamethrowers is completely false. You'd need millions of zombies for a so-called apocalypse anyway. Where would I even get a factory big enough to make so many?"
See,
but wait, there's more. The flamethrower is sentient. Its safe word is cryptocurrency, and it comes with a free blockchain.
This has got to be a joke.
No, it's sold by The Boring Co.
Okay,
the website.
That's his company.
Yeah, and he's been constantly tweeting how many of them have been sold. So, about half an hour after they came out, it was 1,000 ordered already, 19,000 left. And then 3 days later, 10,000 ordered. 2 days day after that, 15,000.
Wow. So it's like really weird marketing tactics working.
Yep. And then 5 days ago, so on the 31st of January, he just tweeted, "Flamethrowers sold out. All flamethrowers will ship with a complimentary boring fire extinguisher."
Good job,
and then,
really.
Small detail, but each will come with a serial number from 1 to 20,000, because they are all... Yeah, there was only 20,000 of them made, which I think is quite interesting.
Well, that is quite interesting in and of itself.
And then we got to, apparently, some customs agencies are saying they won't allow shipment of anything called a flamethrower. To solve this, we are renaming it to Not a Flamethrower. And then the tweet after that, "Or maybe temperature enhancement device."
I like that.
Yeah, and then he's just been tweeting, "Customs problem solved. and he's edited the screenshot of the page to say the Boring Company, not a flamethrower. And yeah, he's just been constantly tweeting about flamethrowers for the last 3 weeks, and every time I open Twitter, there's a new one by him.
I guess it keeps it interesting and exciting and new.
Well, since normally he's just tweeting about the Tesla. That was the car he made, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, normally it's just tweets about the Tesla and space stations, which, granted, kind of interesting. Flamethrowers put a nice twist on it.
See, right. PayPal, brilliant invention. Tesla, good invention. Flamethrowers,
Did he invent PayPal?
He did, yeah, that's how he made his fortune.
Elon Musk was the inventor of PayPal.
Yes, he owned a business that he merged with another business, and they became PayPal.
Ah, cool. Where is PayPal's hosted somewhere in Europe, isn't it?
I don't know. Offhand.
I think it is.
I didn't know that. That may or may not be true.
Is PayPal
the Bushwookies podcast, the home of spurious facts.
It's just because previously, whenever I bought anything on eBay or whatever and used PayPal, it would have PayPal and then the name of a random country, and I can't remember what the country was, but it's...
Yeah, oh. Well, maybe it's one of these tax haven countries, Luxembourg or...
It was Luxembourg.
Yeah, that's a tax haven.
Okay.
So then their company, for all intents and purposes, is based there, but that's for tax reasons.
Well, even more information on how he managed to get so rich then. Does it count as tax evasion?
No, it's legal to do it. It's just very difficult to do because you have to have a property there, and you have to have your business registered there, and it has to be for a certain length of time.
Oh,
so there's a lot of planning.
You have to have meetings there?
No, you don't have to use the office. You just have to have evidence of owning an office, a physical office there in that country, and you have to own it for a certain number of years to get the tax benefit. It's a long-term plan for a business, basically.
Yeah. Well, apparently it worked out for them.
Well, yeah.
I did not know that he had a website called The Boring Co.
Did you not? That's the name of his new company.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
The Boring Company. And they make things like flamethrowers.
Yeah, why would you name it The Boring Company?
It's an oxymoron, isn't it?
What sort of things do The Boring Company sell?
Flamethrowers.
Well, apart from flamethrowers.
More flamethrowers. I don't know.
Okay, they're straight up, once you load up the page, is some tunnels. And so far they sell... Okay, you can look at a hat. Yep, you can buy a Boring Company hat, which have sold 50,000. And the Boring Company, not a flamethrower. He's actually edited the webpage to say that.
How much are the flamethrowers?
I don't think you can buy them anymore, unfortunately.
No, I know they've sold out, but did not have the price on there.
No.
I'm looking at
flamethrower sales are now complete.
Yeah, I'm looking at the site now. The hat's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
Fire extinguishers sold separately for exorbitant amounts of money. Tax and shipping, blah blah blah, custom fees, international before shipping stats. May not be used on Boring Company decorative lacquered hay bales or Boring Company dockside munitions warehouses.
Maybe it's just like a troll company.
It does kind of seem like it. It's just
it seems like jokey.
Mock way to make money.
Yeah. Like they've got a sort of
Boring Company fire extinguisher. You can definitely buy one for less elsewhere, but this one comes with a cool sticker and the button is conveniently right above. So yeah, literally all they sell is a hat and a flamethrower.
Yeah, I mean it's
It's definitely a troll company because below the sale for the hat, they've got the Edith Piaf song.
Oh, what?
No regrets.
No regrets, yeah.
No, je ne regrette rien. I wonder how much the hat is. The Boring Company hat. Hat sales complete. Damn it, I can't even buy a hat from them.
Well, when they announce their next product, maybe you'll jump on it.
Well, they seem to be getting gradually more expensive because they've gone from a hat
to a flamethrower, yeah.
I'm guessing next they're going to be selling Mediterranean islands.
Oh, if they
There's
do.
a few hundred of them.
So, story. This is very recent. This happened, I think, Saturday. So,
Okay.
for those watching in the future, this will have happened on Saturday the 3rd, I think. 3rd February 2018.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the YouTuber KSI Olajide BT?
That sounds like a disease.
KSI, he
LGBT.
makes like FIFA videos and so, that's how he started out. He made FIFA videos.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he got into a fight with Joe Weller, who is another YouTuber.
Okay.
Now, this wasn't like, we're not talking a street brawl here. They planned it months ago and they dragged out all the promo. It was a boxing match.
Right.
They dragged out all the promo. KSI won in the end. Spoiler, sorry, if you haven't watched it already, which you haven't, but I don't know if our one viewer has. KSI won, and I don't have any evidence to believe this, so it's just my opinion, but I think it's fake.
Was it actually properly streamed live?
Yeah, live stream boxing match. All the media were all over it.
Watch it on it's almost 4 hours long.
Oh yeah, they did proper like 12 rounds.
Was there actual bloodshed or whatever?
No.
Oh wow, this is
Not
actually
really.
Okay, it was a proper boxing match.
Yeah, it was proper boxing match. Like, it wasn't just some stupid YouTube video.
Even had an old guy in a bad suit doing the announcements.
Exactly.
Here we go. He's a lot more strapped in than everyone else has been.
Yeah. Well, these guys, you forget, these guys are like the sort of golden children of YouTube. They're like well revered. They're not going to let themselves get smacked up. But
yeah, they seem a bit. I know what you mean. Have you actually watched it?
I have watched bits of it. Yes, I've not watched it in its entirety.
Yeah, watch the fight now. He just went to punch the guy in the gut and kind of pulled it and went to the side slightly.
Yeah, it seems very fake, and it leads me on to my point at hand, which is, what do you think of all the fake drama that's been happening on YouTube lately?
It is the scourge of YouTube, and it's only not deleted because it attracts so many views and makes them so much money.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, if we look at what was happening, I think this was late last year, late 2017, they had the diss tracks, didn't they?
What's this?
So on YouTube, basically everybody was making diss tracks on each other.
YouTubers calling out other YouTubers, and then other YouTubers reacting to being called out, and then news channel tubers making videos about people calling out the ones that called them out, who called people out.
Yeah, pretty much, except this was done in the form of like a diss track, like a rap.
Okay.
And it was huge. KSI got involved. He's the guy fighting. He got involved in it. He made diss tracks on his own, his own crew, his own, like, what they called YouTube company, quotations.
Yep.
And that sort of went on for a few months. The whole thing, it's just really weird. People know it's fake, but it's still really popular.
Yeah. See, I can understand things like that because they're obviously fake. But as I was saying about the videos of YouTubers calling each other out.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Those like
just cringy cash grabs.
Yeah, I've watched a few. There was one that I watched against a YouTuber called Sino, which ended his career.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is one where the person made some serious fake allegations, wasn't it?
No. All the allegations made in the video were true.
Okay, so...
And because of it, Sino closed his channel.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
What were the allegations?
There was nothing serious. Basically, they said that what he used to do, he used to go onto a big video. So say Scarce posted a video. Sino would go on Kermit the Frog's video. And...
Took me a little minute to get that.
and he'd put on there, oh, great video, Scarce, and then he'd swap to an alt account, comment on it and say, oh, I just came here from your videos, you're amazing. So obviously when people read the comments on Scarce's video, they see Sinnoh and they see, oh, this guy's got a channel and he's got fans who interact with him on other videos. Which, in and of itself, I'm not against. Like, damn clever. Fine. Damn clever. But it's a little bit scummy.
It's a bit of a crappy thing to do.
It is a little scummy. But, you know, it's clever.
It's just, as I said, it's a bit of a crappy thing to do. It's basically along the lines of people using other channels in their thumbnail just as clickbait to draw in people that are fans of that channel.
Yeah.
So, I think it was earlier this week, I saw a video called The Problem with Overwatch YouTubers. And I thought, okay, it's going to be someone just bitching about YouTube people playing Overwatch on YouTube. So, and it had Muselk, his channel, in the thumbnail. And I like Muselk's channel. I watch most of his videos.
Mm-hmm.
And so, loaded up the video. He wasn't mentioned even once in the entire video.
Yep.
And all the person was doing was complaining about Overwatch news channels that post long videos about the patch notes. So, I'm not going to say the name of the person who made the video because I don't want people to go to his channel because I think it's a bit of a dick move that he did. So, this person made a video called The Problem with Overwatch YouTubers.
Yes.
And in the thumbnail for his video, he had screenshots of other YouTubers' channels. And one of the biggest ones he had on there was a large screenshot of Muselk.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty scummy. Like, I guess the aim of that is for fans of Muselk, was it? I'd not heard of the guy.
Muselk, yeah.
Muselk.
He's an Australian YouTuber who, at the moment, plays a lot of Overwatch and Fortnite.
Fair enough. But yeah, so this person had used a screenshot of his channel in the hopes that his fans would click on it and go, what the hell? He's making fun of Muselk?
Which, to be fair, was the only reason I clicked on that video, because I saw Muselk's banner in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the name of the video and thought, I wonder why this person's bitching about Muselk.
Yeah, I mean, how many views had that video got? Did you look? Or?
Quite a lot, but the person that posted it, I think, had, what was it, 17,000 or 27,000 subs?
Okay.
And in his thumbnail, obviously put YouTube channels that have like 3 million to 6 million subscribers.
Yeah, I mean...
So this video was his most viewed with well over 1 million views on it.
I guess it's just like the bandwagoners going from trend to trend and piggybacking off bigger content creators.
Oh, one of the other things he did that low-key annoyed me, he said that all of the Overwatch YouTubers advertise their own Discords, but there's no point joining them because they're all the same as each other.
Okay, well, I don't join any YouTuber Discords. I join very few Discords.
I'm in 17 Discords.
I'm in 4, and one of them is mine.
I own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
That's fair.
I've got one for Fortnite Battle Royale. I've got one for my Arc server.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one for my dissertation work because it's easier than having a Facebook group chat. One for the Arc map I'm making. And I've got another one for my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. That's fair. I understand why people have, like, where YouTubers, especially nowadays, have Discord communities. Because
exactly.
It's better it's a better way to interact with your fans directly.
Yeah.
You can hop in voice chat and chat to your fans. It gets that extra human level that you don't get through YouTube comments alone.
Yeah.
But
I don't... And yeah, this person was complaining about all the different YouTubers having their own Discord channels.
I mean, what did they suggest?
They're the same as each other. No, it didn't suggest anything. It was just saying that...
So no solution, just a moan, basically.
But what he didn't seem to understand is people join the Discord not because it's an Overwatch Discord, but because of it's that YouTuber's Discord.
Yes, of course. Like, you know, if... for example, say the Yogscast had a Discord. I don't think they do. But say they had a Discord... I would join their Discord, but I wouldn't join, I don't know, Cinnamon Toast Ken's Discord, because he plays Minecraft sometimes. I don't know if he does. I think he used to. But I don't watch the Yogscast for Minecraft, because they don't do Minecraft anymore much. But I watch the Yogscast for the personalities of them.
Exactly.
So, what was his, the gist of his solution? Because obviously he didn't give us concrete solution, but was the gist of it to be have one for each game?
No, it was just don't bother joining them. They're all the same as each other. That was it.
But that's not any solution to anything.
No, it isn't.
That's a problem that this person has made up.
Yeah.
Because
that's what I'm saying. It's an entirely fictional problem that this person's come up with.
Yeah, I mean, people who join it enjoy it. Let them enjoy it, for God's sake.
Yeah, I think I'm in. Yeah, I'm in a Discord channel for Muselk and I think it's Lachlan, and they both play Overwatch. Oh, so this wasn't actually one of mine, but I might as well bring it up. I got a email from YouTube a few days ago.
Okay.
They were congratulating me on reaching 1,000 subscribers.
Like a year late.
It is just over a year late, because I hit it in, I think it was November of 2016.
Oh, that's brilliant.
A year later, I got congratulations from YouTube.
Maybe that's something they've only recently implemented.
No, it isn't, because a few months ago, I got a congratulations for getting 1,500.
Wait, you got your 1,500 before you got your 1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Hang on, I think I've actually got a lovely little screenshot of the email they sent me.
Sure. If you send it across, I'll splice it into the video.
It's named Bitlate YouTube. And yep, they sent that to me.
Oh, that's brilliant. Shade, we always knew this day would come. We hope you did too. Your channel just hit its first 1,000 subscribers. Next stop, 10,000 peeps. Oh, they use the word peeps.
Yep.
Now take this GIF and share it with the world.
For one, it was cringy as... And it was clearly just an automated message that had just changed my name on it.
Hmm.
Which, to be fair, nothing wrong with that, considering how many millions of YouTube channels there are. How many YouTube channels do you think there are?
Oh, I'd say a few billion.
How many YouTube channels are there?
Actually, yeah, I'd say a few billion, because one person...
Oh, okay. Almost 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every day.
Yeah, I know that.
There's 1,300,000 people that use YouTube.
Yeah.
300 hours of video are uploaded every minute.
Yeah, I remember that statistic. That's...
Wow, 300 hours every minute.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
YouTube gets over 30 million visitors a day.
Yeah, I could see that.
What?
I'm one of them. I go on YouTube every day.
I know, so do I, but that is ridiculous.
It's a really, really high number, yeah.
Every minute. And apparently, female users of YouTube are only 38%.
Oh, wow. That's very low.
And over half of YouTube's total views are from mobile phones.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, with mobile phones sort of taking over as sort of the primary way most people use the internet, I can see that.
Also, YouTube's revenue is doubling every year. And I just read this fact here quickly. Where is it? The number of hours people spend watching videos is increasing by 60% each year. And then the last fact, approximately 20% of the people who start your video will leave after the first 10 seconds. Create a damn good intro.
Well,
then
that's
I think back to our Fortnite one, and it's us singing Like a Virgin to the Bushwookie theme.
Oh, but that was good. It's funny.
Like a Wookie.
I think that'll have a good level of retention because it's entertaining. It's funny.
In the bush for the very first time. Like a Sorry, it gets stuck in my head. As prices spike, the Bitcoin industry becomes a prime DDoS target. Learn more in our latest research. And I clicked on it, but it wanted me to sign up to something, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, well, Bitcoin at the moment is pretty much dead in the water. It's
What is it worth currently?
its current exchange rate is £5,000 to the Bitcoin.
Oh, that's dropped from last week. It was 8,000, wasn't it?
It was 8,000. Well, this week it got banned in India.
Really?
Yeah.
Another country's banned it.
So it's banned in South Korea and India, and also a bank today. I think it was Lloyd's. It might not have been Lloyd's. It could have been. It was a bank, and a UK-based bank have now banned all transactions of Bitcoin through credit cards. So you can no longer buy Bitcoin with their credit cards.
Wow. Can't say I blame them, to be honest, with how fluctuating it is, and especially if you're buying Bitcoin with your credit card.
Of course, well, obviously the worry is that you're going to...
credit card is their money.
Yeah, well, the worry is that you're going to get into a ton of debt and that you're just not going to end up paying it back. You're just going to, declare bankruptcy. So my next thing isn't really much of a topic. It's just something I threw together in about 30 seconds because I thought it was quite funny. Are you familiar with BuzzFeed?
I am familiar with BuzzFeed.
Do you hate BuzzFeed?
Yeah, I'd like to say that I do.
Good. Well, BuzzFeed has a quiz section. Have you seen the BuzzFeed quizzes?
I have not.
They are crap. They are so bad. Some of them are really funny. I've picked one out for you to do on the podcast live. Not live.
Yep.
But I'll read out a few of the other ones that I think are a bit stupid. So we got things like, pick 9 current TV shows and we'll pick a show from the 90s for you to watch. Now I did it and I picked like all these different shows that I was kind of into. Some of them, like, they were all American networks. It's like, well, I guess I've heard of that show, so that's better than the other 5 it's offered me. And I got Friends. Now, surely that's just a catch-all. Just go, you'll like Friends. Well, yeah, I will. Everybody likes Friends.
Yeah, I've actually been watching Friends today. I'm currently on the episode with one with the worst best man ever. That's the one where the stripper steals the engagement ring.
Oh, it's been years since I've seen that one. God.
Yeah, I started watching it again, a couple of weeks ago, and I'm on season 4, episode 22.
Fair enough.
So it's been taking me a little while to get through it.
And there's another one here. This bathroom etiquette quiz will reveal if you're an asshole.
Okay, let's go for this one first.
Okay, we'll do this one first. So I've got another one lined up for you, but we'll do this one first. Right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so this is Shade doing the BuzzFeed quizzes. Okay, question 1. Have you ever accidentally looked between the crack in the bathroom stalls?
No.
Absolutely not? Maybe sometimes or yes?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Do you wash your hands every time?
Yes, and if at all possible, I avoid touching the door handle or the turn for the taps.
Well, yeah, those are the worst areas, aren't they? Because you get the people who just go straight for the door and don't wash their hands, and it's gross.
Well,
I guess it's even worse for dudes.
What I like to do is have a jumper on, so I can use my sleeve to turn the tap on and off and to open the door.
That works, yeah. But as I say, it's probably worse for guys because you've got to, like, touch everything. And it's...
Yeah.
Do you use soap when you wash your hands?
Yes.
Every time? Sometimes I do, sometimes I forget, or nah, not really.
Every time.
Okay.
And I even poke the soap dispenser with my sleeve.
Now, this is probably less related because obviously if you're out in a public toilet, you if you needed to pee, you wouldn't go to a stall. However, have you ever left pee on the seat or any other bodily fluids? Yes,
Ew.
definitely. Maybe sometimes or nah, never.
No, if you miss, you wipe it.
Okay, so now never. Now, I'm going to let you in on a story here. At work, or in general, I mean, I've had this happen at work, but I've also had it happen in other public toilets. When you go into a stall in the ladies, it's not uncommon for there to be a bit of dampness on the seat that you have to wipe.
Wait, Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Work is especially bad for it. Anyway. Do you always flush the toilet?
Yes, using my sleeve.
That's not one of the options, but... Right. Do you ever sit in the stall and use your phone?
No.
No? Never?
No, never.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's a very common one nowadays with smartphones.
Yeah, I know, but for one, I wouldn't want to risk dropping it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's just the main reason. I wouldn't want to risk dropping it.
I was waiting for the second
Also,
point, but...
If you're in public toilets or whatever, or like the ones at the university, for one, they don't smell the nicest, and two, why would you want to just sit around in a toilet? Use your phone in the corridor.
Yeah, that's a good point. 7. Have you ever barged into a stall while someone was already relieving themselves inside?
Kind of.
Yeah,
They
but
didn't lock the door.
there's but it was always on accident.
Yeah, go for that.
Okay,
They didn't lock the door, and the door was partly open.
that's fair. 8. Have you ever used the last of the toilet paper and left without finding a way to replace it for the next person? You've got yes, it's not my job to replace it.
No,
Maybe a few times, or no, I would never do that.
I tried to find a way to replace it. I couldn't work it out, so I left.
We'll say maybe a few times then.
What was the first one?
Yes, it's not my job to replace it.
The second was...
Maybe a few times.
And the third was no, never.
No, I never.
I have to go for maybe a few times then.
Sure. Okay, now this one isn't applicable to you, but if you were female, would you ever put discarded sanitary products in the toilet?
No.
Fair enough. Easy enough.
Goes in the bin.
Oh god, we've got a few more to go through. 10. Have you ever plucked hairs from unwanted places and left them lying around the bathroom?
No. But I have shaved over the sink and then completely forgotten and got told off by my girlfriend. And then I cleaned it up.
Do you pop pimples in bathroom mirrors?
It's kind of the easiest place to do it.
So, well, you've got yes all the time, when no one's around, or no, gross, never.
I'm not going to do it when anyone was around, am I?
So, when no one's around.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Here we go. You actually have pretty good bathroom etiquette. You take care of the bathroom environment and are definitely respectful of your fellow restroom users. You like to keep
It's
a clean...
not that, I just don't want to go near them.
Yeah, pretty much. By all means, talk to me in the corridor, but don't talk to me in the toilet. That's the line. That's the line there.
Yep.
Yeah, well done. So that's that one. And now I've got a one that I've lined up for you. Now this one isn't particularly great, but that's the point of this. Now you fancy yourself as a bit of a funny man, don't you? You think you're quite hilarious.
Sure.
Yeah. What percentage funny are you? Let's do the quiz that has absolutely no bearing on the answer.
What percentage funny are you?
Yes. Now I'll warn you. I've been through a couple of these
69.
questions. Hey!
End me. Just end me.
Yeah, I've been through a couple of these questions, and it doesn't seem they have much of a bearing on the outcome. So we'll go for question 1. What are you known for in your friendship group? Being the responsible one, being the adventurous one, being the joker, or being the caring one? Oh.
I'm guessing this would involve having a friendship group, wouldn't it? I don't have time for a life. I talk to people on the internet.
Well, but are you the responsible one, the adventurous one, the joker, or the caring one?
I'd have to go for the joker.
Okay. When you
Just because I'm not responsible or particularly caring.
or adventurous.
Oh no, not that either.
When you tell a joke, what's the usual response? A light chuckle, a deep sigh, I don't tell jokes, or side-splitting laughter?
I'd have to go for a deep sigh, unfortunately.
Yeah. I've witnessed a few of your jokes.
Yep.
When something wild happens to you, what is your instinct? Create a slightly embellished version that I tell my mates over and over again. Keep it a secret, or share it with a few select people and let them spread it?
What do you class as something wild?
Well, I don't know. Say you bought an Alienware computer and you came into college the next day and told everybody that you bought an Alienware, and then it turns out that you didn't buy an Alienware and you'd lied. That would be a wild story.
Yeah, that would be a pretty wild story.
I should add for viewers, that's genuinely what a guy at our college did, and he told everybody he had an Alienware. Then he was complaining his PC broke, so he asked him why he didn't use his Alienware, and then he goes, "Well, I don't have an Alienware. What do you mean?"
Yeah.
Basically forgot his own lie, but
this is the same person that also accidentally did a turd on the bus.
Oh God, yeah, he did. Yeah.
You remember that, don't you?
I do remember that. Yeah.
And then he tried to claim he sat on a bar of chocolate, didn't he?
Yeah, that was just embarrassing. God. So yeah, what would you do?
See, the issue with the show of a few select people is for them to share on.
Yeah, like if I'm told a story by somebody, I rarely share it on unless I know that the person I'm sharing it to doesn't know the person who told me. If they know each other, then I just let the person who told me tell them. It's only fair, it's their story.
It's not that, it's more when someone tells me something. Not in all cases, but most of the time, I won't care enough to remember it.
Yeah, that too. I mean, a lot of people's stories, just aren't that interesting.
What they see is something wild happening to them. And everyone else is like, eh.
Yeah.
I'd have to go for either keep it to myself or tell like one or two people.
Should we say keep it to yourself?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Your best friend has just broken up with their partner and they're really upset. What do you do to make me feel better? Do you listen to them and help them get their emotions out? Do you take them on a wild night out and get them drunk?
Whoop whoop.
Or do you cheer them up with your own self-deprecating tales of your own love misfortune so they feel less alone?
A mix of 1 and 3, I think.
Yeah, I'd say a mix of 1 and 3 as well. I would say, what would you pick? 1 or 3? It's one or the other, unfortunately. It's multiple choice.
I'd say go mainly for 1.
Okay, we'll say 1.
Because it makes me sound like less of a douche.
Yeah. You're writing a speech for your best friend who's getting married. Christ, that escalated quickly.
Congratulations.
Your best friend was breaking up and now your best friend's getting married.
You keep saying breast friend.
Breast friend. Your breast friend. I'm saying best, actually, but... Okay, your breast friend, your titty friend, if you will, is...
Okay. Alright, so my booby friend is getting married.
Yeah. What do? Do you write a heartfelt poem? Do you tell embarrassing stories about when they were younger? Or do you do a creative slideshow about their life?
Does this mean slideshow as an actual PowerPoint?
Oh yeah, we're talking PowerPoint with like stories of their life and pictures. But not embarrassing
I couldn't
stories.
see myself doing any of these 3.
Yeah, I couldn't really. I couldn't see you doing them.
Sorry.
What would you more likely to do though?
So what were the options again?
Heartfelt poem.
I can't do poems.
Embarrassing stories from when they were younger.
I wouldn't want to, just in case it was something that got them in trouble with their partner.
Of course. Or create a creative slideshow about their life.
I'd have to go for that.
Fair enough. And now this next question, you may notice to be completely unrelated to percentage of funny. What social media do you use most? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Tumblr?
I use Discord.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I only use Twitter. That's all I use.
As
You
I said,
sometimes use Twitter?
I've actually joined one more Discord group since starting this podcast conversation. It'll have to be Twitter. I normally have a Twitter tab open. I look at it maybe once a day.
Fair enough. Okay.
Maybe for my Elon Musk Flamethrower tweets.
Your Elon Musk news of the day.
Yeah.
So, how are you most likely to react at somebody poking fun at you? Would you get upset? Shrug it off? You're always being made fun of. Wow! It started off quite nice. Just shrug it off. Whatever. but then I'm always being made fun of.
Yeah, that's the whole dark turn on it. So I shrug it off. I'm not going to let them get to you. There's no point sinking to their level, but they're always doing it.
Laugh it off and say, whatever. Or do you come back with a witty retort?
I can't guarantee it'll be witty.
See, I always come back with a witty retort about
Mine
4
would be
days
more
later when I'm in the
idiot.
shower.
Yeah, exactly. I come back with an idioty retort.
Okay, well, we'll select witty retort. Because it's witty to you.
Yeah.
It just doesn't always work that way. So come back
Yeah.
with a witty retort. You're at a sleepover! What do you do for fun? Do you make s'mores?
What are s'mores?
S'mores are like what we would call graham crackers, or as
What
they
are
call them in
graham
America, graham crackers, like cinnamon, like a cracker but cinnamon,
Okay. So
with melted
cinnamon
marshmallow in the middle.
Right.
So it's two of those as like a sandwich, and then a marshmallow in the middle, melted marshmallow.
I think when I was younger I would have liked them, but now that just sounds sickly.
Yeah, it does really sound sickly, doesn't it? So there's that. Have a
Ugh,
pillow
God.
fight. Pillow fight. Like
Yep.
you're in some sort of like teenage chick flick. Tell scary stories or prank call random people.
Ooh. This is going to be hard between the pillow fight and the prank calling, because I have done both of those things. But they would normally happen on the same night.
See, I've never done prank calls because I don't agree with that. But I have had pillow fights, and I have eaten s'mores, and I have told scary stories. So,
See, by pillow fight, it's not the normal hee hee giggle giggle. It's more smash the shit out of each other with the pillow because that person was mildly annoying. Or they won't wake up, or they keep snoring.
do you want to just say have a pillow fight?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Oh, God, this is a long one. This quiz in general, not this next question specifically. At school, what did you get told off for most? I never got told off. Being rude, having a bad attitude. That one for sure. Bunking off.
Right.
Yeah, you were in, I suppose. You never really bunked off much. Or clowning around. And here's the one that you're going to pick. Being too chatty.
I've got a side story about the bunking off.
Yeah?
Do you remember in, I believe it was year 8, when we had the Canadian maths teacher? Were you in my class then?
Yes,
I think you
Mr.
were.
Mays.
Mr. Mays, yes, because another side story. Do you remember that time when we were sitting in there and I dared to bring my phone to school and I accidentally played sound for it? And we had I think it was Miss Watson as a cover teacher, and she took my phone.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, because I accidentally started playing Meatloaf through the Walkman app, and she took my phone. And at the end of the lesson, I was distracting her, and Mikey grabbed my phone off her desk and waited outside with it and gave me back my phone.
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah. Oh.
So anyway, to the bunking off. I skipped school once in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I was with, I want to say it was Tony.
Yeah.
Do you remember Tony?
Yeah.
Female Tony.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Yep. And Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we always used to get the bus at the same bus stop by the post office.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And one day the bus was a little bit late, so we decided just to walk up to the next stop. And when we got to there, we just carried on walking and walked all the way to school.
Right.
And so yeah, that's a good, 3 miles?
Yeah, we're talking a good 2 or 3 miles. I mean...
Yeah, like went straight through the middle of the fields as well. Right by the windmills.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a
Like
fun
much
little
more
adventure.
interesting- It was quite fun, yeah.
Yeah.
We got seen in the field and some guy yelled at us and started like walking towards us, so we ran away and kind of hid in the corner and he went past us.
Right.
God, I forgot how scary that was at the time. And yeah, we got there late, got there halfway through second lesson.
Mm.
Went to the what was it called? Student services? Was that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, went there, said, "Hi, sorry we're late. We decided to walk in." And they're like, "Oh, okay. Off to your lessons. We've signed you in." And I was bricking myself because I was expecting to get told off.
And everything was fine.
Everything was completely fine. Walked into maths half an hour late. No questions asked or anything. And this was with Mr. Mays.
Yeah, he was a very odd teacher, wasn't
he? Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
We should probably do a talk about him on one podcast or something.
On another random side note about that very same room, do you remember?
Yes, I remember when you put your maths book in the bottom drawer.
It was not my maths book, it was my music book.
So, when you put your music book in the bottom drawer of the cabinet, and it was still there 2 years later.
I'd forgotten about that. Year 7, we had our music class moved from the music hall into a random maths floor on the first floor of the building.
Yeah.
And she was taking in the books to take in homework, and I hadn't done the homework, and I panicked and stuck it in the middle drawer of the filing cabinet behind me. And 2 or 3 years later, we were back in that room. I was like, I wonder if my music book's still here. Opened it, and it was still there.
Oh, it just shows you how little they use that filing cabinet.
Yeah, or that room at all, in really.
Yeah. But that doesn't answer the question. Which is what welcome to Bushwookies, home of the side note. At school, what did you most get told off for?
Oh, we were doing a quiz, weren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, being too chatty.
Yep, fair enough.
I wasn't misbehaving or anything, I just talked.
Are people usually laughing with you or at you? Here are options. There's 4 options for that's literally a 2-part question, but they've given you 4 options.
Yeah.
At sad face, literally sad emoji. With I'm hilarious. Neither, I never make anyone laugh, or a bit of both.
Bit of both, I think.
Okay.
That's the same for everyone, I think.
Oh my god, you called it! You called it, you genius!
What?
You're 69% funny!
Really?
Yeah! You got 69% funny. You're pretty damn funny. Whether it's telling a hilarious joke or recounting a funny thing that happened to you, your mates, always listen intently and have a laugh with you. You prefer to be funny when it's neutral, though, rather than feel like you're constantly having to entertain people.
Wow.
So you are literally 69% funny.
Jeez. I did not expect... Have you done this quiz as well?
I have, yes. I did not get 69. I got 80.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'd believe that. You are more funny than me.
Wow, thank you. That's very kind. I don't think that's true, but I can't believe you said 69 like as a dumb joke. Like, it wouldn't be stupid if it was 69. And you literally got 69.
Right, so I went to the gym today for the first time in quite a while. Only reason I haven't been going is because it's freezing outside and the gym is...
And you're lazy.
No, it's not that. It's I wear shorts to the gym and it's cold outside and it's a decent walk. It's like 3/4 of a mile walk to the gym.
Okay, fair enough.
And I hate going outside in jogging bottoms.
I hate going outside, but yeah.
Well, no, I'm fine going outside. I just don't like going outside looking like a chav.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll go outside, but I don't want to go outside. I'd rather just sit on the computer all day.
I can do that now because I've got a massive window next to me, and I accidentally just waved at my neighbour. Hello. I opened the curtain and there was condensation on the window, so I was wiping it off, and the neighbour he's just glazed out at his desk doing work. I'll say neighbour was in the building opposite, and he was just staring at my window, and I just waved at him and he waved back.
That's brilliant.
I've made a friend. So yeah, haven't been going to the gym because it's cold and I don't like going outside wearing jogging boots. But
that's fair.
As you know, I've tried to cut down on having as much sugar. I'm not fat, I'm not even chubby, but I want to try and... I would like to have some form of muscle.
Yeah, as opposed to gristle.
Yeah, I'm more gristly than muscly. Anyway, so yeah, finally went to the gym. First time since early December. Jeez, that's bad. I've been paying for it the whole time as well.
Wow.
It makes me feel good to say that I have a gym membership.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it gives you a sense of community, a sense of achievement where none is deserved.
Yeah. There's like other people. Do you go to the gym? Ha, I have a gym membership.
I can afford the gym.
No, I can't. I really can't. I should have cancelled it. It's just, I didn't plan on not going. It's just, every time I went to go, I stepped outside, I got cold, and I went back in.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I haven't been to the gym since, I think, October, but just because laziness. I started off with the best intentions. I went every day for 2 weeks.
You should go every other day, not every day.
I know, but I went every day. I went every day for 2 weeks, and then, I started seeing people after work and, going off and visiting friends and partners and such. And then I just got, bogged down with going out and about, meeting people, and
for someone who doesn't like to go outside, you do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of partners. So,
how many friends do I have?
IRL.
I can include you, right?
IRL. I
No,
mean,
I can't
technically, we did
were
meet
IRL
IRL.
friends, just haven't seen you for 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, we've been friends for 12 years now.
12 years?
12 years, yeah, since we were 10.
No, it wasn't 10.
Yeah.
You're not 10 when you go to high school.
Yeah, year 7, year 10.
How old are you?
It's different in America.
Year 7.
Bear that in
UK.
mind.
11. Ha.
Okay, well, okay.
It was towards the end of the year, so we were probably about 12.
Well, still, it's been a long time.
Still, even if we're 12, it's 10 years.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's been 10 to 12 years. It just so happens that because of our current locations and situations, we're friends through the internet.
Yeah. Wow, okay. How did we get to this?
I don't know. I think we were talking about... You had that topic about the gym, and then went on a tangent.
How did we get from talking about going to the gym?
Oh, friends, because I said I went off and saw loads of friends, and that's where I stopped.
It.
Yeah, and that's when I stopped going to the gym.
Drive tangents. So yeah, finally went to the gym today. Wore the jogging bottoms. Didn't want to look like a chav, so I walked the whole way, freezing one of my hands, holding my bottle instead of putting it in my pocket. Because wanted it to be obvious I do not wear these clothes normally.
I'll tell you what you could do, right? This is just a suggestion. Wear your joggers or wear shorts and put jeans over the top and then just whip them off when you get to the gym.
See, I've considered that, but for one, the gym doesn't have changing rooms.
So it's a bit creepy. You just walk straight to the gym and just rip your jeans off like a stripper.
I'd be quite concerned about the jeans catching my shorts and just mooning the entire gym. And how my gym is laid out, there's the bottom floor.
Literally bottom floor.
Yeah, okay, so there's a bottom floor that has all of the weight machines and stuff like that. And then all the way around the edge is like a balcony overlook bit that has all of the treadmills and things like that.
So you're just there in the middle of this plaza where both floors can see you. You pull down the jeans and you end up just like giving them a full view of everything.
Yep. So that is why I don't do that.
So all of a sudden, just a man walks into the middle of the gym, pulls down his jeans, and then just goes completely naked while everybody stares at him.
No, what I'd probably do... Okay, I have a machine that I always go to first, because, I don't know, I like it.
Is it the machine that gives you Mars bars? Because I'm pretty sure that's not gym equipment.
No, it's... I don't even know what it's called. It's a weird butterfly type one. So you have your arms...
Oh, yeah, and you move your arms
together. So your elbows are level with your shoulders.
Yeah.
And your hands are straight up, and yeah, you bring your arms together. It's that one?
Yeah.
And that's conveniently right tucked away in the corner, so I could do it there, but still...
I mean, it's a risk, but it would keep you warm.
I'm not willing to take. It's going to start getting warmer soon. It's already February.
Yeah, it is already February. It'll be March in like 3 weeks.
I'm 22 at the end of March.
You are. You're a little baby. I'm already 22.
Yeah, piss off. Not all of us could have been born at the start of the year.
Feels bad being old.
End of the year. So, anyway. Went to the gym today.
Yeah.
Got there. It was the busiest I'd ever seen it.
Mm.
And someone was sitting in my favourite machine where I wanted to bash everyone.
Yeah.
On his phone.
Wow.
No, in and of itself, that's not a problem because you do like 10 to 20 reps, and then you have a break for like 10 seconds or so.
Sure.
Or up to 30 seconds, and then you go again.
Mm-hmm.
So I used the machine next to it. I did the weighty things. Checked my phone quickly. This is actually when I saw the message from you saying podcast tonight ?
Oh yeah.
And I said I'm at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
When was that? That was about 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, sat there, used that machine, and this guy was still on his phone. And he was in the gym for an hour. Didn't get off his phone once.
See,
He was sitting on that machine that I like for half an hour. I eventually asked him, so can I use that as you're just using your phone at the moment? He said, yeah, sure, I'm just taking a quick break. I'll want it back in a minute. So I went on it. I did 5 reps, and the fucker comes over and asks to use it. After sitting there, not moving a muscle apart from his thumbs for half an hour. I'm like, no, sorry, can you wait a minute? Just let me finish, as you were on here for about half an hour. He was like, oh yeah, fine, whatever. And just walked off quite grumpy.
Yeah.
So finished what I was doing. Went off to the next machine, the leg one, which is like just down from it a little bit.
Yeah.
Guy sits there. He does 3 butterfly movie things and goes back on his phone for the next half an hour. And as I said, this is the busiest I'd seen the gym. So people literally had to wait to use all the machines, and everyone was getting pissed off of him, and the gym staff eventually came over and kicked him out.
Well, yeah, it's only fair. He's just on his phone. He could do
And
that at home.
He got pissed off about being kicked out, saying it's not fair, he was break, he hasn't done anything wrong.
Yeah, that's just bad. It's almost as bad as, and you must have seen this, the girls that go to the gym fully made up and just take selfies and leave.
Oh no, they don't just take selfies and leave. They walk on the treadmill for about 5 to 10 minutes, take a few selfies and then leave.
Yeah. Well,
It's
no,
the walking on the treadmill part.
there are some of them, and they get them because I've got a gym in my building. And you get them, they go down there fully made up in their gym kit. And they just take
makeup and everything. So
makeup and everything. And
they don't wear makeup to the gym.
Take 2 or 3 selfies and then just leave. They don't do any exercise. They just go to the gym to take selfies, to be like, post on Snapchat.
Oh my god,
look at me. Oh my god, I'm at the gym. Right, so other weekend, I was talking to my parents on Skype. We chat, most weekends. We have a little Skype chat and just catch up. You know how it is.
Yep. I mean, I don't do this myself, but yeah.
Yeah, but I do. And and for some reason we started talking about urban legends, like really old urban legends that I'd been told when I was younger that sort of made me chuckle. And I remembered a couple, and I thought I'd just bring them up on the podcast for people, people at home who haven't heard it, and see if you've heard it, and to see how legitimate you think these could possibly be. Okay? And I've got 2 for you. Okay, you ready for this one? This one makes me laugh consistently just because of how hilarious this one is. So, now there's a guy on a train, okay? We'll call him Michael. Now, Michael's on the train, and he's got a bit of a funny stomach, right? And...
Oh, God. Yep, go on. I think I've heard this.
And he craps himself.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Now, he's got to change trains at Crewe. So he gets off at Crewe, and there's a shop right near the station. He's like, oh, quick. So he runs into the shop, and he goes, quick, Levi's 36. So the man in the shop hands him a bag. He takes the bag, pays, runs off, and hops on his next train just in time. He sneaks into the bathroom of the train, takes off his pooey trousers, pokes them through the window, opens the bag, and it's a jacket.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Now, do you think that's true? Do you think that could happen in real life?
I think it could happen.
Do you think it has?
The issue I have with it is, for one, you don't walk up to the cashier at the desk and say Levi's 36.
Yeah, well,
you'd grab your own clothes and you'd take them to the desk.
That's true, but imagine this is like, you know, way like a few years back, like, you know, 80s, 60s, whatever.
Okay, then yeah, maybe, where they have it all up on the shelves.
Yeah, and you used to have like assistants get it for you.
Might not have been looking at what they put in the bag.
That's true, but the only issue I've got with it is, what, like, you go in and say Levi's 36, and no point to the cashier go, what do you mean, like, a jacket or trousers? There's no question. I was going to say
that a jacket would weigh a lot more.
Yeah, that's
probably cost a lot more. And once you get on the train and you're changing, wouldn't you check what's in the bag before disposing?
You think so, wouldn't you? But okay, so say you're in that situation. What would you do?
What if I crap myself on the train?
No, you've just poked them through you've already poked your trousers out of the window. You look in the bag, it's a jacket. What do you do?
Make a kilt.
What, out of the jacket?
Yes. I'd zip up the jacket around me, being very careful. Tie the arms and
I'd like to add that in this story, something I forgot to mention, sorry, he was on his way to a job interview.
I did think that was in it, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd still go to the interview then, wearing a kilt made out of a jacket, and you go in and they'd say, why do you want a job here? And you say, I'm poor. You can see by the kilt.
No, what I would do is wear my kilt, be very embarrassed, and when I got off the train, I would make time to go to a shop and get a pair of trousers.
Yeah, see, you think that would be logical. You're quite right.
Or you call the interview and say, look, sorry, I'm really ill. I don't think I can make the interview today. Can we reschedule it, please?
Yeah, but you're going all the way from, let's say you're going from Scotland, because you've got to change at crew, so I guess maybe you change crew. I don't know.
Can we reschedule it till tomorrow, please?
Yeah, I guess you could get a hotel room for the night, go shopping, get a pair of
If you're going from Scotland, you're probably going to be staying somewhere overnight anyway.
Yeah, I think
Just so you can get out of Scotland for a night.
Escape, yeah.
And then there's me voluntarily going to Scotland for a month.
So my next urban legend, the final urban legend that we discussed, me and my parents. Now this is one that's manifested itself in a lot of different... I've heard this by 2 or 3 comedians. I've read this as an urban legend when I was younger. So there's a man, and he's in a foreign country, right? So he's in Spain. So he's in Spain, and he's in his hotel room, and he poos in the toilet, and he tries to flush it, but it doesn't flush away. And
the one I've heard is he goes to a restaurant.
Yeah, so it's very similar. But he's flushed it a few times, it doesn't go away. So he rushes out into the hall. He sees there's a cleaner, and he sort of drags the cleaner in, and he can't speak any Spanish, so he points at his poo in the toilet, and he goes, watch, you watch. And the cleaner sort of understands. He pulls the handle, and it flushes away first time.
Yeah. And the cleaner's just confused and wondering why this person has brought him in there to show him their poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a comedian tell that. He went to, or as he said, went to a restaurant with his wife. It was a nice fancy restaurant, like proper 5-star restaurant.
Mm.
Went into the bathrooms. It was just like a single toilet one, and then ran into the same issue. And instead of doing what other people would do in this situation and leave it, put a bit of toilet paper over the top.
like normal people would do. You just did a test on your bathroom etiquette, and that was not one of the answers, sir.
Yes, however, if you're in a 5-star restaurant,
you just cover up your poo with a bit of toilet roll. So, thank you for listening to the Bushwookies podcast. Hopefully, we will see you next week for episode 4. Oh my god, we're getting through them. And yes, please subscribe, like, and comment.
And share. That's the most important. If you're going to do any of them, sharing.
Yes, please share this with a friend that you no longer want to be your friend.
With a friend you don't want to be your friend. With a distant relative. With a random Twitter personality.
Send this to a distant relative to keep them distant.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
Send it to a partner if you want to break up.
So it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Bye.
Bye.